Blue.
I've got a couple of things I really want to say. First, I'd like to thank the public for coming out tonight. I think we need to move forward because it's 2015. I know y'all stepping on my toes or whatever, you know, but I only been in this here thing for a year. And I'm learning and I'm trying. You know, you can criticize me and say what you want to say. Because, you know, hey, I just look over it and keep it on going. But we're trying to move this borough forward, not backwards. And I think everybody should come together and quit criticizing each other all the time. You know, because everybody is adults in here. And I think it's time for a change. You know, serious. It's time for a change. You know, stop stepping on each other's toes and let's move forward, because at the end of the day, I see just about everybody in here. You know, you too, Kim. You know, so no use. It's my time to speak, all right? All right, Kim? It's my time to speak. It's my time to speak. You know,
Let the mayor speak.
You see what I'm talking about? Do y'all see what I'm talking about?
I do, Mayor.
All of
Yes.
that can be avoided.
I know.
You know, shh. I'm done, all right? I'm done.
Thank you.
Good job, thank you, Mayor.
Thanks, Mayor.
Mayor.
Question for the mayor.
Motion to,
When you made your decision to come together, okay, it's 7 members of council and 1 mayor, not 4 members of council and the mayor. So if y'all start involving other people, as 3 people sit on this side of the table, not one of us have a committee. Tell me why.
okay, Paul, stick with the agenda.
All right.
Go ahead.
I ain't gonna answer.
Motion to approve the report.
Motion to,
So, I'm speaking right now.
You gotta
asked
follow
for
the
comment.
agenda.
Alright, come on.
On the agenda, his
Oh,
report.
shut
You have to have a motion and a second, and then you get comment.
Well, then do your motion and your second, and then I will comment.
Motion to adopt the mayor's report.
I make that motion.
Second.
Okay.
now-
Questions on the motion?
Wow.
Okay, I'm just waiting on the answer. It
Go
was
ahead.
just a simple question, Mayor. He's gonna walk away and
No.
not answer my question.
Come on, go
I have a question.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Like I said, there are 7 members of council, not 3, or 4, shall I say. Why is it that everything that comes to this table, we 3 don't know? And all this accusations is as exactly as it is, accusations. Until people are proven guilty, they're innocent. So all the accusations that are being made that we're thieves or whatever, none of it has hit the light. When it hit the light, then it's true. But at the time, it's only 4 members of council that get all the information. 4.
True.
I got this at 5:38.
That's not true. You get it prior to, all the
I
time.
got it 5:38.
Previous
Paula,
council members
I am
never got
speaking,
anything.
Paula,
I
so
give
shut
you,
up.
I spend lots of
And
money
I will
copying
still address
everything
This
to
is the
you.
bull crap that I'm talking about. Nobody can speak without her speaking.
You never get your
I don't
mail.
need you
Let her
to speak
speak.
for me, Paula, so shut up.
Shh, let her speak.
I'm not one of your flunkies, okay? I have a brain of my own. And I have an opinion of my own. But that's what I'm saying. You always say, let's come together, let's come together. Okay? Never.
1 year, nothing.
Never. It's always that side of the table and this side of the
Patricia,
table.
can I answer that, please?
Go ahead. I want you to.
I'm not pointing at you, I'm pointing at everybody. The reason why we can't come together, because if one of us go over there, and you know for yourself, Mrs. Prey will have a fit. We can't even talk near her without her, you know, raising her hand, getting up, shouting, and all of that. Now, as far as your question about Paula having the paperwork and all of that, for now and now, I will make sure you get your paperwork. I will make sure of that.
Well, we all attend, those that did attend the meeting, they are supposed to be advertised for the public. before the meeting, as we all know that attended the conference, okay? And this is what you're saying, but I guarantee you, and I'll bet my bottom dollar on it, next month it won't happen, and the same old thing. Like I said, on the 30th, the 29th, when I seen all of y'all over at Paula's house, 3 of us wasn't invited. 3 of us wasn't invited. Freddie said it was about a budget. Master said she just ate. She didn't know what it was about. Okay? So, and you almost ran over my husband, so therefore, it couldn't have been.
Patricia,
I'm done.
I did not like to run over your husband.
Question on the motion?
You know, Mayor,
You know,
I have a question.
Mayor,
Mayor.
I'll address something. Time will tell in the future. If the 3 members, the 3 ladies here want to get involved with you in a project in the future, we'll
With the
test.
mayor?
You know,
What about the council?
With
My thing is-
council and the mayor.
my thing is,
The mayor,
my thing
listen.
is, I would love.
I
to
volunteered
work with
to
everybody.
work with the mayor on any
everybody.
projects he wants.
Everybody, but how can you
Anything
do
he
that?
wants. Down
How
the
can
swim
you do
club.
that?
Have you had
Yeah.
one meeting, Troy?
You just said here,
Have
you
you had
are
one
the
meeting,
president, am I
Right,
correct?
that's correct.
But you stated here at this table that Massa Camara gave her committee to Jesse Brundage.
She didn't want it. I don't know.
So how
That
does
was
she
news
have
to
the
me.
authority to do it?
That's
if you're
the president's
Shut up,
authority.
Paula!
That was news to me tonight. I didn't know that,
Why
so
does
I
Freddie
got
have
here.
Why does he have 2 or 3 committees?
He's got 2 committees.
Why? I have none.
You want a committee? I'll give you a committee. I gave you a committee last time you turned it
On the
down.
mayor's report,
You know?
to stick with the agenda.
That's, I am, all right, Paul.
Motion
All
on the
right,
floor.
motion to accept the mayor's report.
I
Okay,
make that
motion second, you had
second,
comment,
got
roll
it
call,
voted
tell me
on.
for call.
Roll call,
now.
please.
Mrs. Williams,
No.
Mrs. Van Auken.
No, and could you please stop calling us first?
I go around.
You look at your
I go,
check mark here. Why don't you just follow your check mark?
I do follow my check marks.
There should have been
Mr. Muser,
Yes.
President Muser.
Mr. Brundage.
Yes.
Mr. Lesher.
Yes.
Motion carries 3
Motion
to 2.
carries 3
Thank
to
you.
2.
All right, now we're under new business. Number 5, motion to approve resolution 2015-01. Is to adopt the investment policy statement for the borough, Colwyn Borough Police Pension and Non-Uniform Police Pension Fund. The policy statement provides the framework for the management of investment goals, policies, and procedures, allocations, performance reviews, and investment guidelines.
Isn't that done by?
Can we have a motion to approve this resolution, which
Yeah, I
is
make
2015-01?
I make that motion.
Can we get a second? Okay. Any questions on the motion?
Yes, doesn't
Go
Tom
ahead.
Anderson do that?
That's correct.
That's
You have
correct,
to have a
Martha. Yeah,
resolution to
Mr.
approve
Anderson,
it.
Yeah.
So where's the resolution?
In your folders.
Mr.
And it was
Anderson
emailed.
takes care of that.
Yeah.
I will not go into the email you corrupted.
Okay. Any other questions? Can we get a roll call vote, Ms. Brown?
Yes, Mrs. Williams. Mrs. Van Auken. Mr. Muser.
Yes.
Mr. Brundage.
Yes.
Mr. Lesher.
Yes.
Motion carries 3-2.
Okay. Next one is number 6, motion to approve resolution 2015-02 to appoint Snyder
Dates.
DAITZ and Company to conduct the 2014 municipal audit.
I make that motion. Second it.
Questions on the motion?
Yes, I have a question on the motion.
Go ahead, Mrs. Van
Is
Auken.
this the same company we had last year?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so Freddie, your accountant's doing it again.
No, my account's Charlie Applegate.
Okay,
That's my
Freddie.
account.
Any more questions, Paul?
Any more questions? Motion to a roll call vote?
Mrs. Williams. Mrs. Van Auken.
And please.
President Muser.
Yes.
Mr. Brundage.
Yes.
Mr. Lesher.
Yes.
Motion carries 3-2.
Thank you.
Another promise.
This one you want to vote on or no?
Yes.
Promise.
Yes.
Number 7 is motion to authorize the borough manager to terminate employee number 4 pending due process meeting with this employee.
I make that motion.
I second the motion.
Questions on the motion?
I want to table that motion.
I'll second it.
We do not know anything about this employee and what he did. We have not had a meeting. The council has no idea, and we're giving her power to fire someone. We don't even know what's going on. Whenever we had a personnel meeting, Paul, you were there. We talked about it in that room. We know nothing about this thing. And we're gonna give her the power to fire a man?
Ask Freddie. He want him gone.
Now, I got a question.
Go ahead, Mrs. Williams, go ahead.
That's why he's out. That's why he getting ready.
Paula
Freddie
stated
want him gone.
to this gentleman, I'm sorry, I don't remember your name,
Richard Lindsay.
Mr.
but
Lindsay.
she stated to Mr. Lindsay that it was going to be a committee. 2 people. What 2 people is that gonna be? Why isn't it all?
council.
Jesus Christ, Paula, do you ever shut up?
No.
She didn't say nothing, it was Mr. Van Hawkins.
No,
Go
she was
ahead.
talking.
So who are gonna be the people that are going to do this due process meeting?
I thought we were the only ones to fire.
I'm his direct supervisor.
I'm asking the
Council's the only one
president.
that has the power to
All-
fire or hire.
All
Colwyn
council has to decide on, like I said earlier, all council has to
You
decide.
don't have to vote on it.
Martha, Patricia, all of council has to decide on this particular employee. But like I said earlier,
Paula's telling you no.
I like to hear the employee's version, you know? This way, everybody on council is informed, you know, everybody knows so they can make a decision
So
on
is
this.
this going to be a 7 council member meeting?
We don't know that yet, but it should be 7 council.
Pardon me?
It should be 7 council
No, I'm
members.
asking you. You are the president. I'm not asking this idiot right here. I'm
It should
asking you.
be 7 council members, so they have to decide.
So you're gonna call
So
a
you're
meeting for
deciding
7
now.
people.
No, we're not gonna decide now, Paul, because you
Okay.
wanna do it.
Yeah,
Alright.
everything she
We
puts
don't
on the
even know.
table has
Any
to be
more
passed.
questions? Any more questions?
Martha,
Can I
I am not
address,
giving them
Go
permission.
ahead,
Yes, can you
Joyce, go
address
ahead.
me,
I'm not
please?
giving you
Certainly.
authorization.
if the council so desires, it's not a requirement under the law, but if you so desire that you want to meet with the employee, you may do that. If you want to authorize, if I don't know who knows what, but if council wants to authorize based on what you do know tonight and the employee's actions to terminate the employee, you may do that. You may do either of those things. If council feels that they have sufficient information to make a decision to terminate the employee, you may make that decision tonight. If you feel as though you don't have sufficient information in order to make that decision, and you wish to meet with the employee in an executive session, you may do that. You may do either way. There may be situations where council says, I don't have enough information, I want to meet with the employee, you're able to do that. I don't, it's up to council tonight. As you heard, I mean, a lot of the actions were, public actions, so council may have enough information. If you don't feel that way, you can have an executive session.
I don't
And I
even
just
know.
want to make one more comment. She said Paula puts everything on Facebook and, let's see, she edit this out too. The whole thing is personal, has been personal, and very sneaky, saying things to people where people can't hear, okay, and the N-word was used, okay. Of course, your camera didn't pick it up, but someone else.
No, it wasn't.
Shut up!
Not just that.
Don't sit there and play the race card when it's not true.
So I'm saying.
No, it's not. I was there. I was there.
Mr. Williams.
It's an outright lie.
It is
And you
true.
know it, Paul.
It's an outright lie.
There's your lie sitting right there.
So Freddie got what he wanted. So now y'all giving Freddie what he wanted. He gave y'all what y'all wanted. Paul is president. Now y'all got to deliver to him and give him Tracy. And that has been a known fact. It has been in meetings.
Well known.
It's
On the street.
also, I had it on videotape where he said he was getting rid of all the thugs.
He even told the UN students he didn't want
So
them
y'all
back.
do what y'all think y'all
Those
need
are
to
his exact
do.
words.
Any other questions?
The motion on the,
Any
other
so you're out of order.
I said-
There's a motion on the table there's a motion on the floor to table that was first and seconded, so you vote on that motion
Was
first.
was the motion to table seconded?
Yes, it was.
I did not hear
I
that.
know you did. Convenient.
Okay, so
So-
motion to
Vote on the motion to table.
table.
Yes, because I know you calling me first, yeah.
Mrs. Williams, Mrs. Van Auken, Mr. Muser,
Yes.
to table, this is to table.
Yes, yeah, I'll table
What are
it.
you tabling it for?
I'm tabling it. Go ahead. I'm tabling it. Go ahead.
We got,
Right, tabling it.
that's crazy.
All right.
Ridiculous, Paul. Should I change his vote now?
All right, she ain't changing my vote.
Oh, why did you do this?
Go ahead.
Mr. Brundage,
go to the next one. No.
Mr. Lesher,
No.
You want to take a revote, Paula?
Motion carries to table 3-2.
Mr. President, I would recommend that council take some type of action now because you have an employee in limbo. This is why we needed to have a vote to do this, to have due process.
He's,
So,
let me ask you a question, Paul. He's suspended right now, right?
he is suspended right now.
I would keep him on
This-
suspension. Listen,
I would, what I would recommend, obviously, there seems to be sentiment that you wish at least the majority of those present wish to conduct an executive session, with the employee and then decide what action to take at that point. So,
like I
think-
said, I want to meet with him because I want to hear his side of the version.
And
I
that's
know
what the motion is.
I know what's going on because I'm involved in this borough. Certain members of council are and certain members not. But I want to hear the man's, before a decision's made, I want to hear the man's, his version of his side of the story.
Mr. Muser, that's what
whether
this
we-
motion is.
No,
Okay.
that's.
That is a motion to terminate pending due process meeting with the employee.
Well, I
That's where
want-
you meet,
I want-
I meet, and we go over it with the employee. It's done. Enough. If there's not enough, then he's returned back to status.
Can you hear
I
me?
suggest you
Try to
change
change the
the
vote.
We're gonna call a special meeting
Thank you.
maybe next week, early as we can. Because I want to hear from this way, listen,
But this
Paul,
is what this
way,
is.
the
No, that's
people